are back for Monday night time. Now everyone watches this primetime show. New York, Nashville, San Francisco. We love to watch the kickoff as the game begins. Pretty cheerleaders and last-minute wins. The screaming crowd and the linebacker stare. Scrambling quarterbacks and receivers in the air. Big hits are coming, the backs are cutting inside. Everybody turns it up Monday night. Everybody's a fan. Hey, this is the biggest party, man. We got swinging now and then. They got the thing started. We got the week, it's the time that is right. All my rowdy friends are here on Monday night. I gotta get ready, make everything right. Monday night football coming on tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Hey, this is rockin' random ain't ready to get the good time started. We got the teams on the field and we turned up the lights. All my rowdy friends are back for Monday night time. Now everyone watches this primetime show. New York, Nashville, San Francisco. We love to watch the kickoff as the game begins. Pretty cheerleaders and last-minute wins. The screaming crowd and the linebacker stare. Scrambling quarterbacks and receivers in the air. Big hits are coming, the backs are cutting inside. Everybody turns it up Monday night.
Good evening for Madison Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. This is Kent Sprague and Jerry Johnson bringing you the game tonight. Paul Sprague on the camera and Lynn Richards directing. This is game 8 of the 1991 season, played at Strong Field in Madison between the Hand Tigers and the Notre Dame Fairfield Lancers. Welcome, Jerry, to game 8 of the season. We're looking for a good game tonight, too.
It should be a good game. Notre Dame is 2-5. Hand is 5-2. Notre Dame has yet to have a win in the Coastal Conference League this year. They run a multiple offense. They run a lot of run and shoot. They have a great running back who we're going to have to keep our eye on tonight. He's gained close to 900 yards so far this season, and if Hand's going to be successful tonight, they're going to have to shut him down. Defensively, they run a 4-4. They have a great inside linebacker that's got tremendous lateral speed and movement, and what Hand wants to do is reestablish the running game tonight. They've been forced out of the running game the last couple of games because of an 8-man front, which is very difficult defensive alignment to block. And early on, what we're going to see is the reestablishment of a good, solid running game tonight.
We will take a break at this point for the national anthem. We're about ready to get underway with this game. Daniel Hand will have first possession. Notre Dame of Fairfield will kick off. Before we start, Jerry, there are a couple of kids out hurt tonight that you might mention, and one or two back playing that haven't played much lately.
Yeah, first of all, Ned Lynch is really 100%. Derek Dene is 100%. Scott Gomkowski still has a bad shoulder, and his ankle isn't 100%. Chris Doris is going to be out today. He's got a deep hematoma in his lower back, and he will not see any playing time today. Also, Tommy Hopkins has a broken leg, and he won't be playing tonight.
The game is underway. A short onside kick to start the game, and a flag is thrown on the kickoff. So an onside kick try to begin the game, Jerry. That's a little unusual.
Well, this team does a lot of unusual things. They throw a lot at you offensively, primarily offensively. As we said at the onset, they're going to run and shoot. They'll go to a wing set to highlight their running back. They run a lot of sweep, a lot of counter series. They run a wing reverse, look for a draw tonight, which is really kind of a slow-moving draw where they have some trapping up front. And they throw very well.
So Notre Dame had a man offside on the kickoff, and they will move it back 5 and re-kick. Kick bouncing and picked up at the 40-yard line by Tim Cunningham, and he's across to the 45. So excellent field position to start this game.
That really starts hand right where they want to be. It gives them great field position, and that type of thing really kind of backfires on you sometimes.
That really was an onside kick, but it didn't go very far. It went past the first line of people with hand, but picked up in the second line by Tim Cunningham. So we're ready for the first play from scrimmage for hand. Gentile at quarterback, Ken Wilson in motion, handed off to Ned Lynch, a gain about 2. You mentioned that Tom Hopkins is out. I talked to him right before the game. He's on crutches on the sideline. He's had shin splints all year, but I understand he cracked his tibia in his leg and will have the cast on for 7 or 8 weeks, it sounds like.
And it was kind of a freak accident. He really wasn't involved in a play at practice, and
Ned Lynch takes the ball swinging right and across the 50-yard line down to about the 49. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 4 for hand. On the good side, Jerry, Chris Connolly, number 64, is back in uniform for the first time this year.
That's right.
Available to play tonight. And off to he stopped short of a first down at about the 46. That'll bring up a 4th and about 2. Daniel Hand in punt formation with Ned Lynch back to kick. Now Lynch moves up. And a very short kick. They go out of bounds near the 30. And they're going to mark that ball about the 36, so Ned didn't get much of that ball.
No, and he was under a lot of pressure that time, too, trying to get away real quick. One of the things we might see tonight a little bit of from Notre Dame is they will run a no huddle. They'll have a script of plays where they might call 3 or 4 plays and run a no huddle offense. Let's see if we see that tonight.
So the first play from scrimmage for Notre Dame of Fairfield. Their first possession of this ball game. Pitch to wide right, and man trying to turn the corner, and he does over there. Friendly tackle by Ken Wilson, but a first down, about 12 yards. So a big gainer for Notre Dame on their first play from scrimmage of this game.
One of the things they do offensively is they do so many things and they shift into so many formations, it's going to force hand to stay in a very basic defense. It'll force them to stay in their 4-4 defense. And what that can do is create some mismatches depending on what they'll throw at you.
We have an official's timeout. The ball is brought up just short of midfield. First down for Notre Dame. In the defensive front line for hand in the middle are Matt Young and Justin Kingsley. I'll get the rest of them after this play. Man swinging to the left side, turns the corner, gets across midfield, tackled by number 90, Mike Richards, and number 7, Matt Gentile, up to make the tackle. About a 2-yard gain.
That was a good job on the part of Chris Holt, though, to contain that end. He forced the back inside and shortened up the field to allow the pursuit from the inside out to make the play.
The defensive ends for hand are Joel Donnelly on one side, Peter Clark on the other. Pitch this time to the right, and Rob DeZima messes a play up in the backfield for a loss. Rob DeZima made initial contact, finished off by Peter Clark. So a good defensive play.
And that was the same play that they ran previously, just run to the other side. It's a quick pitch where they have a pro set.
Rob DeZima is playing the rover position on one corner, Chris Holt on the other. The inside linebackers are John McHenry and Mike Richards. Mike Richards is filling in for Chris Dorez, who is out not in uniform tonight. Shotgun formation, looking to throw down the middle, and a man is open, complete pass, a long gainer for Notre Dame. Finally tackled about the 20. Tackled down there by Ken Wilson, but a long gainer, first down for Notre Dame at the 21.
That time Hand looked like they were in his own defense, and that ball was thrown right under the deep secondary coverage where he was open.
Notre Dame moving the ball, their first possession of this game. We are still early in the first quarter, no score yet. Notre Dame with two receivers to the right. And the quarterback keeps, and he is being tackled by Peter Clark.
He almost looked like he wanted to hand off to Peter Clark that time, Ken.
I believe he wanted to hand off to somebody who wasn't there. It was a busted play.
What they will do sometimes is they'll run a wing reverse. It's an interesting formation that they have. What they're doing is they're running their two backs in the backfield behind the tight end, split very wide.
So that was a 5-yard loss. Second down and 15. Shotgun formation again. Quarterback looking to throw down the middle again, and it's almost intercepted. John McHenry was right there. Incomplete pass.
I think John was surprised the ball was thrown so poorly. It was thrown way behind the receiver.
John McHenry, who had an excellent game last week against Bunnell with 2 interceptions, a blocked extra point try, and in on a lot of tackles. So he had dropped back in coverage from the inside linebacking position. 3rd and 15 for Notre Dame. Shotgun formation, high snap. And under pressure, gets away from Peter Clark, but he can't get away from the other 2 guys. And 2 tackles. First was Matt Young, and then Justin Kingsley made the tackle.
That was great penetration by both of them. Young has done a super job, as has Kingsley all year long. That time they were able to get the quarterback.
So Notre Dame moving backwards the last couple of plays in punt formation with 4th and long. He'll hit it at about the 45, and a high kick, fair catch signal, but it bounces back. Ned Lynch did not field the ball, but it didn't go into the end zone. It bounced back to about the 6.
You know, the rule of thumb is if that ball is going to come inside the 10-yard line, you want to let it go, because normally that ball is going to bounce in the end zone. That time it took a real bad bounce, like a Notre Dame bounce, and came back out. So Ned did the right thing by signaling for a fair catch and letting it go.
He also got away from it and didn't get hit by it like a mistake made by Bunnell last week. The ball spotted about the 7-yard line. Second possession for Hand coming up. Hand it off to Ned Lynch, right straight over left guard, left tackle. Following the blocking of Scott Gumkowski.
Ball started right on the 10. Pick up a 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8 for Hand from their own 10-yard line.
About a 3-yard gain for Ned Lynch.
If he's looking for something in front of the ball, tell him to go spring spread motion.
Sean Lynch is split wide left. Into the backfield are Greg Deaconcilius and Ned Lynch, who gets the ball, takes it across the 15.
That was a toss right, and there was good blocking up front, and Justin did a nice job of kicking outside, giving Ned just enough room to gain some decent yardage.
They are still about 2 yards short of a first. Looks like about a yard and a half to go for a first down. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2 for Hand from their own 16-yard line.
And a handoff right up the middle. First down and more. Ned Lynch gets one man, breaks another tackle. Here he goes, left sideline. Finally brought down at midfield.
See, that's what'll happen when you can get past that 8-man front. When you put an 8-man front up front, it's very difficult to run on, but if you get past that first wave, it's wide open.
Ned Lynch used an old-fashioned straight arm there to get away from one tackler. Good gain. We're up to the 50-yard line. Daniel Hand, first down of the game. And it's to Lynch again. Lynch across the middle. And gain 2 or 3. couple. Third down and 5 for him. Greg Deacon-Phillips in at the fullback position. Gentile rolling right, looking to throw, going in for it's intercepted, and the interceptor falls down inside the 20-yard line, but an interception by Notre Dame.
Notre Dame will take over on the interception, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
That was just a fly battering down the sideline with Sean Lynch on the outside and a defensive man on the inside of him.
Well, Notre Dame in the first series was getting a lot of yardage around the corner. What Han has got to do is tighten up on the corner and seal it off.
Notre Dame with a crossback across the middle, a lot of room to run. The man is still going, finally dragged down by Tim Cunningham after about a 17, 18-yard gain.
What that was a scissors play right up the middle, Ken. And they had very, very good blocking at the point of attack, which is what opened that up. And I think one of the problems is, you're missing a great linebacker in Chris Doris. Those are big shoes to fill. Mike Richards has really got to play a great game tonight.
So the ball started at the 37 with 4 minutes left. First quarter, no score. And the ball carrier is met near the line of scrimmage, falls forward for about 2.
And right after we mentioned Mike Richards' name, he saw the play, he read the play well, came up, filled the hole, and made the tackle in the backfield.
Second down and 8 for Notre Dame.
He didn't hear us talking about him, did he?
No, not me. Notre Dame got a little confusion in their own backfield. Now they're set. And it's a pitch to the left. Man circling left. Chris Holt on the corner. Chris Holt cut off the block and made the tackle. Good play.
I don't know if you noticed, but Matt Gentile came off his safety position, and he was a third linebacker. They may be keying on their number one back. They've got a great back that's getting close to 1,000 yards this year. They may have Matt keying on that back tonight.
That will bring up third and a little over 10 for Notre Dame. Shotgun formation. Quarterback looking back to the center screen. Center screen complete, and a man's got room to run, and he's got an alley. Pulling from the sideline, and Ken Wilson finally knocks him out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.
Boy, Ken Wilson showed tremendous speed coming from the outside.
He came from the far side of the field to finally make that tackle.
1-yard line of hand stopped by number 82. Kenny Wilson with a touchdown-saving tackle.
They really set that screen up very, very well.
From up where we are, you can see it developing because all the linemen of hand were blocked initially and then let go, and there was nobody in that middle.
Nobody on the line read the screen.
So first down for Notre Dame and about the 1. Notre Dame heading for the end zone. They did not make it. John McHenry makes the tackle with Peter Clark.
Big defensive play, Kent.
He gained about a foot on that carry, and the ball is about the length of the football from the goal line.
What the defense has to do, because that ball is so close, and all you have to do is cross over the plane with the ball, is the defensive line has got to make some penetration in the backfield. They can't allow any form of a surge because the ball is almost at the goal line.
Single set back behind the quarterback. And the quarterback keeper aimed for the end zone.
I don't think he got in.
I see it. Touchdown. The referee on the far side signaled the touchdown initially. He didn't get it by much.
Why?
He was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, but he only needed a few inches. So the first score of this game is Notre Dame of Fairfield, 6-0, with 2:16 left, first quarter. Good snap and a placement, and it's blocked by Peter Clark.
Great job.
extra point try was knocked down by Peter Clark.
And that can really give you a lift too. It's kind of demoralizing when they have a big play and they march down the field on you. But when you can block that extra point, that can give you a lift. And that's important because there's some young people playing today that are not normally starting, and they've got to keep their heads up and come back hard.
The first score of this game is by Notre Dame Fairfield. That should be a wake-up call, Jerry, that they got a big play on that center screen, taking it down to the 1 and then punched it in. So Daniel Hand is not going to have an easy time tonight with this team until they can turn the momentum around at least. We're about ready to kick off. Back to Hand.
No, just make it more interesting, Ken. The outcome will still be the same. Just make it more interesting.
I love confidence. Notre Dame set the kickoff. There's another short kick to the right side and covered by Derek Dene just across the 50-yard line.
That was a good job by Derek, too, because that was a well-executed onside kick. And those can be very, very difficult to handle up front, especially when you're not used to grabbing that pigskin.
So Derek Dene covered just across the midfield, number 49. Excellent field position for Hand. Got Gumkowski in at fullback, Ted Lance at tailback, Matt Gentile at quarterbacking. Ken Wilson in motion. Gentile swinging right, looking to throw. Now he's going to pull it down, and not much there. Run out of bounds, about a 2-yard gain and a late flag.
That's going to be a big penalty because it's going to give him another 15 yards, which will put the ball on the 35-yard line.
He was run out of bounds and then tackled out of bounds, so late hit.
Wilson went in motion that time, and they were able to seal off the corner, but they had very good coverage downfield, so Matt had nothing to do but to run.
He only had about a 2-yard gain where he went out of bounds before the penalty. Oh, they're taking her down to the 34. John Lynch split to the left. Gumkowski and Ned Lynch get the ball and a good opening. Ned Lynch heading for the sideline, gets around his man, and he's got a place to go. One man to beat. Takes him down about the 12.
Boy, super job by the left offensive line. That was a toss left, and it was blocked just beautifully, and Ned cut it outside, picking up that big gain.
Ned Lynch avoids some tackles and takes it clear down to about the 12-yard line. We got 1:49 left, first quarter. Notre Dame of Fairfield has the first score on the board, 6-0. Sean Lynch and Ken Wilson both split to the left this play. Hand it off to Ned Lynch over left guard, left tackle behind Matt Young. Gains a couple. We're down to about a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Daniel Hand can make a first down at about the 2. This time it's handed off to Gumkowski, running hard, and he gets down about the 7.
The ball carrier on the right side for him. Goes across the 10-yard line. Dan Durkin on the stop for Notre Dame. Gumkowski's carry picks up 3 yards.
I noticed that Greg Deacon-Silius is settling plays in that Chris Dora normally does. And rolling right, and incomplete pass in and out of the hands of Wilson.
It's a great play, too. If Ken could have held on, it would have been a first down. Good job up front blocking. Good job by Matt reading it.
And we come up to a 4th and about 5 at the 7.
5 for him from the 7-yard line of Notre Dame.
2 receivers to the right for Hand this time. Ned Lynch is in the slot left. Now he's in motion. so it looks like a strong right formation. Gentile rolling right, looking to throw. Knocked down, incomplete pass. The ball will go back to Notre Dame at the 7-yard line.
Gentile pass intended for Sean Lynch is broken up by Jovan Rhodes.
That was Sean Lynch he was looking for in the end zone, it looked like.
Notre Dame takes over on down.
Well, what it does do is it does force Notre Dame to be very deep in their own territory. So it's not a total loss.
We're inside of a minute in the first quarter.
Defensively, they can make something happen and gain some good field position again.
We have a short break, and Justin Kingsley is trying to fix Matt Young's uniform there, it looks like. Maybe he needs a seamstress. In the defensive secondary for a hand are Matt Gentile, Tim Cunningham, Ken Wilson. And off right up the middle, not much there. And he's stacked up by the whole middle of the line, including Peter Clark and Matt Young.
Just a straight dive with man blocking, and they weren't able to move Hand's defensive line out. So they were able to stuff it up front. Good job by the defensive line.
By the center of the Hand line, ball brought out about 8-yard line.
Derek Dunay is back into the game. It's good to see him back playing this week after sitting out with an injury last week. John McHenry and Mike Richards are the inside linebackers. Rob Zazima and Chris Holder on the corners. And the flag flies before that play gets off with 2 seconds still showing on the scoreboard.
That's going to push them back too, Kemp, because they just took too much time getting that play off in the huddle.
Too much time getting it off, and 2 seconds left in the quarter.
To the 4-yard line.
That puts them on the 5-yard line. If the defense can hold for 2 plays here, they're going to have to be punting out of the end zone. A lot of things can happen when you're punting out of the end zone.
From their own 4-yard line.
Notre Dame just inside the 5. And it's handed off to a man who gains about 2. Over right guard, right tackle. Tackled by Derek Dunay and Matt Young, which runs out the first quarter, with Notre Dame of Fairfield leading Daniel Hand 6-0. Notre Dame with a 3rd down and a long 8 to go as we begin the second quarter. Handoff straight up the middle, and the tackle there is made with a short gain. First contact by Derek Dunay, finished off by Matt Gentile, but that's going to bring up 4th down. About a 4-yard gain up to the 12. And Notre Dame will have to kick out inside their 5-yard.
It's kind of a defensive offensive play. They didn't want to risk the interception. I don't think they expected to get the first down.
Notre Dame kicks out. Ned Lynch is going to field it and hit immediately and knocked down at about the 45.
Well, that's dangerous too, because you're sitting duck when they've got a full head of steam. Ned's down.
He was hit hard. I noticed his mouthpiece went in the air just as the tackle was made. So
and he's one of their better linebackers. That's Kong Dong.
So we do have a break in the action as they tend to Ned Lynch, who fielded that punt and was hit hard immediately. Ned Lynch, a tough kid. He got up and came off after that vicious hit.
He just got his belt rung a little bit, that's all.
Notre Dame has the ball, and they got a man open down here. Tackle complete pass. 24 was there, fumbled by...
I didn't see the fumble.
I didn't see a fumble by Ned Lynch, but they gave the ball back to Notre Dame. So a complete pass, first down for Notre Dame at the 32. Ball about the 31. As they run to the left side, a flag comes in. Tackle made over there by Chris Holt and Matt Gentile.
That was a trap play off tackle, and I think there was some holding on the blocking up front.
That's exactly right. That will go against Notre Dame. Jerry, let's go back a minute to that run back of the kick by Ned Lynch. He was hit hard and went down. We didn't see a ball loose, but they gave the ball to Notre Dame.
Well, you know, I was focusing so much on the hit that I really wasn't looking at the ball, and he was hit so hard it knocked his cheek pad out and obviously jarred the ball loose, too.
So somebody with Notre Dame recovered that ball as we were watching to see if Ned Lynch would get back up from that hit. Big penalty against Notre Dame.
That's a big break for Hand right now.
Ball to 43. And the man throws the ball across the middle, complete pass, and finally tackled.
See, Hand's in his zone defense, and again that ball was thrown underneath the deep secondary coverage.
Tackle was made by Peter Lawler in the game and John McHenry. So it's about an 11-yard gain, and brings up second and 9 left for first. They seem to have the receivers open in the middle so far, Jerry.
Yeah, they're finding the open spot in the zone.
And a flag is thrown again.
Flag on the field.
And that looks like it's going to be marched off against Notre Dame also. Illegal procedure, I guess, is that call? Somebody moved too quickly.
Dead ball foul, pushing the ball back 5 yards. Second 14 to the Lancers from the Hand, 34 yards.
So just across the 35, it brings up second and about 14. Notre Dame looking to set up a screen on the left side, and they've got it complete. And a block is made on Chris Holt, and man, takes it clear down to the 10-yard line. Finally taken out of bounds by Peter Clark and Matt Gentile. There's no screen pass, Jerry.
And very well executed. All the movement and flow was going to the right, threw back to the end. The line did a good job of concealing it, got outside, and there was about 4 men blocking in front of the running back.
First down for Notre Dame at about the 9.
Now they got a full house backfield. 3 backs.
Hand it off and run over right guard, right tackle on a gain to the 5, about a 5-yard gain.
John McHenry on the tackle is number 81 of Notre Dame.
That looked like the old T formation with 3 backs behind the quarterback, and a good gain on first down to the 5.
Pick up a 4 yards on the play, brings up second and 5 from the goal from the 5-yard line of Hand.
We're just over 9 minutes left, second quarter. Notre Dame is leading this game 6-0 and threatening to score again, and the man goes right up the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
They were faking the quick pitch, and they ran a scissors right up the middle. That same play that they gained a lot of yardage on in the first quarter.
That was wide open up the middle, so Hand is going to have a ball game here.
Notre Dame's come to play tonight.
12-0.
And Hand's got to shake this off and come down the field. There's a lot of time left.
As they did not get their first conversion try, do you expect a 2-point conversion try here?
Yes.
There's your answer right now. They will go for 2. And it's
Same
right
play.
up the middle and stopped this time. Does not score. John McHenry and Mike Richards are in on the tackle.
That was the same play they ran on the touchdown, Kent, but you can see that Hand can gain for that mistake the first time.
So just over 9 minutes left, second quarter. Notre Dame and Fairfield leading Hand 12-0.
9:02 left in the half. The score is Notre Dame Lancers 12, the Hand Tigers 0.
Daniel Hand about set to receive the ball. How about another onside kick, Jerry?
You know what I don't see? I don't see Ned Lynch deep.
You're right. Brother Sean is back there with Matt Gentile. Notre Dame has not kicked it away yet. Line drive kick in for Mike Burrell and fumbled and finally covered by Mike Burrell at the 29.
Well, it's effective. They're not getting any run backs.
Interesting, Jerry. The score is 12-0. Notre Dame of Fairfield in the first half of this game. The most points Hand has given up all year is 14.
That's right.
And they've lost both of those games, but they allowed 14. So we need to start getting some points on the board.
And the two backs right now are going to be Greg DeConcilius with Gumkowski.
Edmonds is not in the game. And off to Gumkowski. Gumkowski coming across the 30 with a 2-yard gain.
And Gumkowski's limping right now, so Adora is out with Ned not knowing what Ned's condition is. If Gumkowski gets hurt, that's going to pose some problems in the backfield Hand.
Second down and 8 for Hand at the 31. Gentile rolling right, looking to throw. In and out of Hand with John Lynch, incomplete. And coach is talking to Ned Lynch on the sideline, ready to send him back in, so we'll get him back in for this play.
I figured he'd go in for Gumkowski because Gumkowski is favoring his ankle quite a bit right now.
Third down for Hand, 8 yards to go. Just over 8 minutes before halftime with Hand behind, 12-0. Gentile straight back looking to throw. Now he's going to run with it. And it's a hard throw across the middle of the left side. Flag is thrown in late. It was aimed for Tim Cunningham, in and out of his hands. And flag down. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Penalties against Hand as an ineligible receiver downfield.
One of the linemen got out in front of that play for Hand where he shouldn't have been.
Well, you know, Matt started to throw the ball, then he tucked it in, started to run, so the lineman started blocking downfield, and then at the last minute he threw it.
Because that will bring up a fourth down. Notre Dame declines. Ned Lynch back to punt.
Oh, defense has got to have a big series right now.
Single receiver, and he's not very deep. Ned could kick that over his head. And Lynch gets it out and is going to kick it over his head, I believe. If he can get a roll.
Good bounce.
It's a good bounce, and will roll down near the 20-yard line. Right at the 20-yard line. So a good punt by Ned Lynch.
49-yard punt for Ned Lynch.
Well, Notre Dame doesn't have great field position. The defense right now has got to dig and get tough. They can't let Notre Dame run down the field again.
We have 7:50 left before halftime.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, a first down at the 20. 7.5 minutes now left till halftime. And to run up the middle, and somebody has told the Hand players to close that down, which they did that time. Peter Clark in on the tackle, Mike Richards helping. Gain of 1.
Brings up the 7-9 from Notre Dame, 21-yard line.
2nd and 9, shotgun formation. Quarterback looking to throw down the middle, and he's being tackled from behind. The ball's loose. Ball is knocked down and covered.
Here's the ball.
Rob DeZima. Rob DeZima gets the ball back at about the 20. Quarterback pulled that down and started to run and was tackled from behind where he couldn't see it coming.
That was a great job by the defensive line too, because what he did was got his arm in there, pulled the ball away, and good reaction to recover the fumble.
Did you see who made that tackle on the quarterback?
No, I didn't get it.
Peter Clark?
It was Peter Clark.
The flag is thrown before the play starts.
turnover. Now Hand's got to score.
First down and 5. Boy, it's fumble. It's ball is loose. Scott Gumkowski could not find the handle on it, but it looks like he did recover at the 15.
That was very, very fortunate that he didn't lose the ball.
A loss of about a yard.
That's okay because it sets up about a 2nd and 5.
We do have a timeout on the field before the next play. After that last play, and 2nd and 5 at about the 15. Ned Lynch is back at tailback and gets the pitch. Over left side, left tackle, swinging left down to the 14. About a yard gain is all he got on that play.
There was a toss left, and there was good blocking at the point of attack, but Notre Dame was loaded in the secondary and with linebackers on that side, and Ned just couldn't break it to the outside.
3rd down and almost 5. 2 receivers to the right this time. Chris Holt in the slot, and the ball is snapped. A flag is thrown. That was a strange play. I believe the snap came early or something because nobody moved, and it didn't look like Gentile was expecting it.
There was a mix-up on the count that time.
That will probably cost Hand 5. Up in the backfield for Hand. Notre Dame didn't decline the penalty to bring up a 4th. 4th and about 7.
With only 5 minutes left in the half, this is a big play.
It's 4th down, Jimmy. They declined the penalty.
Matt Gentile over Peter Clark at center. 3 receivers to the right, and he swung out to incomplete pass aimed for Ned Lynch. A little bit behind him, a hard pass to catch. So 4th down.
You know, if he held on to that, it would have been a 1st down too, Ken.
It sure was. That will give the ball back to Notre Dame with 5:09 left before halftime. Notre Dame continuing to lead 12-0.
Well, what stopped that drive was mistakes. They had the turnover, they had some juice, they were starting to move it, and the mistakes really stopped the drive.
They have time to stop Notre Dame and get the ball again before halftime here if they can not let Notre Dame get any 1st down. And it's a crossbuck up the middle. That same play, Mike Richards made contact near the line of scrimmage, but the man went forward for about 4 yards.
That's that same scissors play where they faked the quick pitch. This time it was run to the other side.
2nd down and 6, ball to 21. Notre Dame has 2 receivers split to the left. Pitch left. It's a long pitch, and a man's got a place to go and makes a 1st down across the 30. Finally tackled by Justin Kingsley, who came across the field to make the tackle, but a good gain.
What they do in that quick pitch is they have their back set very far outside with the end, so he's already outside the end before the play even starts, and they pitch the ball outside, so it gets him outside very, very fast.
1st down at the 31 for Notre Dame. Shotgun formation, and Matt Young is in on the quarterback and nails it. Excellent defensive play by Young.
That's your best pass defense, is get a good rush.
Matt did not give the quarterback much time to throw that. Was he looking to set up a screen pass on that? I couldn't really
I don't think so.
Push the ball back to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 16 for Notre Dame from the 25-yard line.
About a 6-yard loss for Notre Dame. We're down to 3.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Shotgun formation. Hand is expecting pass. High snap.
Here it is.
And it's going to be a screen set up, but he's going to be tackled.
That's intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. The tackle was made by Joel Donnelly.
They were setting up the middle screen again, but that time the offensive line didn't hold up the defensive line long enough before they released and allowed the defensive line to make some penetration.
So Joel Donnelly had a hold of the quarterback as he unloaded it just to get rid of it. There was no receiver within 10 yards of where that ball went.
That's going to be also loss of down, Kent. So that's a big penalty. Pushes them all the way back inside the 5-yard line with a loss of down.
Loss of down in distance, ladies and gentlemen, brings up a third down for the 4-yard.
What do we have, about a 3rd and 35?
Something like that. And the clock says 3:22 before halftime. If Hand can stop this play, they will get the ball back with near 3 minutes left. And they're going to kick out of the end zone. And it's a high punt. A fair catch signaled by Tim Cunningham, who makes the catch about the 26.
Great field position. That's a good place to start. Inside their 25.
They punted that ball out of the end zone on 3rd down, Jerry.
Yes, they did. You're right.
Apparently they didn't want to run another play there. I would have thought they would at least like to take a little more time off the clock.
You would think so.
Particularly with
I have no explanation for that.
the effective screen passes they've run. That might have been worth a try. Daniel Hand with good position. 3:06 left on the clock. Scott Gunkowski takes it near the 25.
Number 81.
Gunkowski gains about 1.5 yards.
Gunkowski picks up a couple of yards, brings up 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line.
I think Scott's ankle is bothering him. He's just not running as hard as he's capable of running.
Sean Lynch on the near side with one man covering him. And man in motion, Ken Wilson coming to this side. It's thrown aiming for the motion man. Wilson, incomplete pass. Matt Gentile overthrown. It's a hard pass to throw, going to the left, throwing to the left.
Nice blocking on the corner, though, by Ned and DeConcilius on the corner. Nice pop. I heard it from up here.
Yeah, I got you.
3rd and 8 for Hand at the 25-yard line. They need a score here to get back in this, Jerry. So far, they haven't gotten their wake-up call. Matt Gentile looking long for Sean Lynch. There it is. Good morning. Touchdown Hand.
There's your alarm clock, Kent.
Matt Gentile to Sean Lynch in the end zone, and he was wide open. How did he get that open in there?
That was a great job by both Lynch as well as Matt. Super pass and great catch, and a good job getting open downfield.
Sean Lynch somehow evaded his defensive man there and had about 5 yards on him. Wide open in the end zone for a touchdown.
This is going to be a big point, too, Kent, because Notre Dame has missed on both of their extra point tries.
Snap is a little bit low, but it's kicked up by Sean Lynch and hit through. That was a good job by Matt Gentile to set that ball up after it came back low.
I'll tell you, this is the way to end the half, too. There's still a lot of time on the clock. If this will juice their defense up enough to stop them, Hand will also have another opportunity to score. But even if they don't score again, they'll go in at halftime on a high, and that's a lot different than going in getting beat up 12-0.
That brings the score to Notre Dame 12, Daniel Hand 7 with 2:27 left before half. Daniel Hand will kick off. Sean Lynch has the ball teed up on the near hash mark at the 40. And hits a spinner. It's going to go out of bounds about the 20, 22. So it will go back for a re-kick at the 35. Sean Lynch is set up to kick again. The two receivers are standing between the 15 and 20.
He's got a good, strong leg. I don't think that 5-yard penalty will hurt him too much if he can get his leg into it.
And he hits another one to the near sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds also at about the 23. So we're marching the wrong direction here.
Sean's got to settle down a little bit. He was practicing before the game started and was having some trouble with kickoff, and I think he's a little uptight. He's just got to settle down a little bit and relax a little bit.
Sean Lynch for his third kickoff attempt this series. First two went out of bounds. And he hits another low one, and it looks like it's heading for the sideline. It is not going to make it out of bounds, however. Pick up about the 25, and he's going to be tackled about there. So the ball is about the 26. That's not a bad position.
And number one, the receiver that time was hoping it was going out of bounds, and that was poor judgment to wait for it to go out of bounds because it allowed the defense to get down and get under coverage.
26-yard line with 2:21 left in the half.
Notre Dame with the ball back at about the 26. Couple
of big defensive plays and hands in business for a possible score again.
Oh,
and there it is.
The quarterback.
There it is.
It's going to be covered inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line. Peter Clark and Joel Donnelly, both of them there.
A couple more feet, and they would have had 2 more points. Good decision by Hand calling a timeout with 2 minutes left.
1:54 on the clock, and that stops the clock, and I believe they've got all their timeouts left. That's the first one taken.
So there'll be 2 more, and they got them backed up on the 3-4 yard line.
22 for Notre Dame at about the 3, it looks like. If Hand can stop this play, they'll probably call another quick timeout. Quarterback handoff in the middle, and a short gain just across the 5. Tackled by Mike Richards and Matt Gentile.
Carries the ball for Notre Dame. Tackled on the play by John McHenry.
They're not using their timeout here.
One more good defensive play, and Hand's going to have the ball with some time left.
3rd down and about 30 at the 5-yard line.
3rd and 30 for Notre Dame from their own 5-yard line.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle, tackled by John McHenry, Justin Kingsley, and a quick timeout by Hand at this point. At 1:11 left before halftime. That will bring up 4th down. And will kick out of their own end zone with 1:11 left before halftime, and this may be an interesting play, Jerry. They may have a return play for Ned Lynch or Tim Cunningham. And all the players are peeling off to the near side of the field, but it's a short kick and going to roll dead at about the 41. No chance for Cunningham or Lynch to return.
Can takes over 1st and 10 with 1 minute left in the half.
Well, the clock is showing a minute, Kent. That's a lot of time inside the 45.
Oh, it's about the 41. Matt Gentile straight back to throw.
Look out.
Look out, he is being sacked. Man came in untouched from the other side of the field.
Matt was very fortunate not to lose the ball that time because number 52 came in from the blind side. He's the same guy that came downfield on the other punt and hit Ned Lynch. He's got some tremendous speed.
2nd and 18 now for Hand. And the clock is running down inside 30 seconds. Gentile is in trouble in the backfield and is tackled for another loss. We're down to 20 seconds left. Timeout for Hand.
Gentile stopped again by a number of Notre Dame players for loss. 3rd down for Hand. 24 yards to go for a 1st down from their own 44-yard line.
2 consecutive losses that Matt Gentile was not able to get the ball away. 16 seconds showing on the clock. Looking to throw again. Looking to throw long. And nobody there. Sean Lynch was not near it. That will bring up a 4th down for Hand with 12 seconds left before halftime.
Complete pass for Matt Gentile.
You know, it's easy to get down in your offense when you see that kind of penetration, but the defense wasn't looking run at all. They were thinking pass all the way, and they were just teeing off and taking a lane into the backfield, and they were getting some penetration.
Ned Lynch back in punt formation. And the receiver for Notre Dame is not very deep. Ned can kick that over his head. He gets it away, and he will. Makes him go back for it. The ball is fielded at about the 24 and tackled down there immediately by Peter Lawler. Good coverage. Excellent.
Maxwell is down immediately at the 25-yard line.
Peter Lawler downfield for kick coverage. He and Mike Burrell come in on all the kick special teams. 4 seconds left before halftime. Last play before halftime. Notre Dame with the ball back at the 25.
Hands in a prevent defense with 5 linebackers and 3 men up front. They're expecting the ball to go deep.
And they're going to set up a screen on the far side, and the man there
Flea flicker.
And Ken Wilson picks it off. Interception. And bring it back. Ken Wilson. The half runs out as Ken Wilson brings it down to the 42.
Well, that's the best thing that could have happened to Hand with time running out in the first half. That'll juice him up coming out at halftime now, Kent.
There's a flag on the field.
There's a flag down. That looked like 2 forward passes to me, Jerry. Was it or not? The first pass was thrown over in the flat. I'm not sure, but what that wasn't forward.
If it was, Hand would just decline the penalty because you wouldn't give them another chance to do something.
What all those penalties were for us right on that last play. We thought the half ran out, but apparently it didn't.
I don't know what the heck's going on. I think the official time on the field is different than the time that we saw on the scoreboard. There's 2 seconds left. There was a clipping penalty that was put against Hand, so Hand has 1 more play.
And that's against the defense, so the half can't in on that one either. But there were 2 penalties on that long play. They signaled an illegal receiver downfield for Notre Dame, and they signaled a clip on the return against Hand. But they're giving Hand another play, and now they will get another play. I haven't seen 2 plays run with the clock showing 0 on the scoreboard for a while. Matt Gumkowski and the line, another flag.
Let's get this half over and start the second half.
Hand brings it out to the 45-yard line.
That one against Hand, so that will end the half.
That was an illegal motion.
The half ends finally after a few flags thrown, with Notre Dame of Fairfield leading Daniel Hand 12-7. And they did make a bit of a comeback, Jerry. They're back into this game at least.
Yeah, they are. There was a series of 2 turnovers that Notre Dame was able to convert into scores. Hand was making a lot of mistakes offensively and defensively. So Hand right now is very fortunate to be down by only a score of 12-7. I think that at halftime they're going to rectify some of those mistakes, and I think you're going to see a different team in the second half because Hand was a little sleepy, as you alluded to when they first came out at the onset of this game.
I think I made that comment immediately before the long touchdown pass from Gentile to Sean Lynch. We will have some of the halftime activities, and I understand this is youth football night, Jerry?
Tonight is youth football night. We have close to 120 players on the youth football teams. There are 5 teams. 1 team is in the playoffs. That's the Junior Division Panthers. We'll see all 5 teams, and also we'll see players of the week from all 5 teams receiving their Hand Tiger Paws today. So it should be kind of fun for the youth football team at halftime.
We will take a break now.
Number 80, offensive end, Mike Filanowski. From the Senior Division Tigers, number 22, linebacker Mac Dolan. Number 44, linebacker Eric Becker. And we'll also present tonight to you the 5 Madison youth football teams and their coaches.
Every year, we present to you the 5 youth football teams and their coaches.
And you'll see them run through a gauntlet created by the varsity football team. First, the youth division Panthers and head coach Andy Malilla. All right, youth Panthers. Next is the youth division Cougars with head coach Chip Frey. Way to go, youth Cougars. Now the junior division Cougars with head coach Jim Elting. Okay, junior Cougars. Now we have the playoff-bound junior division Panthers with head coach Dave Johnson. And last but not least, the senior division Tigers with head coach Mike T. Congratulations to all youth football players. Most of the hand varsity members started where you are right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a large round of applause for today's Youth League football players and tomorrow's Daniel Hand Tigers.
We're about ready to begin the second half of this game between Hand and Notre Dame of Fairfield. The team kicking off to Notre Dame. It's a long kick down about the 12-yard line, a center return, and tackled by Peter Lawler, first man to make contact, number 80. And Ken Wilson in on it.
Ken, Hand's defense right now has got to set the tone for the second half. What they've got to do, especially up front with the linebackers, is with the misdirection that Notre Dame is showing, the linebackers have got to stay home. With flows going away, they can't be real quick to move towards that flow. They've got to stay home and be sure that there's not going to be a thrown back the other way or a scissors coming back.
First down for Notre Dame at the 25, just beginning the second half. And it's a run right up the middle, and good yardage again. The first down, about 11-yard gain. That was the play you were talking about right up the middle, Jerry.
That's that same fake quick pitch scissors right up the middle.
Gained about 11 yards.
Curtis Rose wins tonight $70.
Ball is spotted at the 37. First and 10 for Notre Dame. Looking to throw, and Justin Kingsley is in on the quarterback and sacks the quarterback.
Great job by Justin Kingsley making penetration. That time, the secondary had some good coverage, forced the quarterback not to release it as quick as he would like to, and Justin was right in his face. Good job.
Not only right in his face, but all over him. Justin Kingsley went right up high and came down on top of the quarterback, so a loss of about 8.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to carry Justin on my back either, Kent.
He's a little large for that. Good defensive play by Hand. Brings up second at about 18. Notre Dame this time floods the field on the near side with the receivers, and they're going to run to the near side and attack.
Super play by, who's that? Peter Clark. Super defensive play. They had trips to the right. They were running a sweep behind the blocking of the trips, and Peter made penetration and caught the back in the backfield. And this is the kind of series that Hand needs defensively, as you said at the onset. They've got to get some penetration and set the tone of the second half right now, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Another loss. They'll bring up third and 22. Peter Clark ran that play down from behind. They were setting up with blocking in front of it, but he came in from behind.
Now they've got trips to the left.
It's a shotgun formation, and a pass across the middle, complete pass, tackled by John McHenry.
And that was, again, very good defense with third and about 20. That was caught only 5 yards underneath the linebacker coverage with McHenry coming up real fast to make the hit. Super job. Fourth down, they've got a punt.
Fourth and long. Ned Lynch, Tim Cunningham back to receive. And it's an end-over-end kick that's going to bounce, and we'll let it roll. It's going to roll dead inside the 30, about the 28.
Well, Kent, the defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to get cranked up and start chewing up some yardage.
Daniel Hand can take the lead with a touchdown. We are early in the third quarter. Daniel Hand's first possession in the second half of this game. Matt Gentile, quarterback. Greg DeConcilius in at fullback. Ned Lynch at tailback.
Have something here in the block.
Split wide right is Sean Lynch and Ned Lynch. Cut across the middle.
Picked up by number 12 on the play, Tom Smith.
Ned Lynch gains about 4.
There was a little bit of a hole. If he was able to keep his feet and cut outside, he would have had some big yardage that time.
There are a lot of defensive men right up near the line of scrimmage, aren't there, Jerry? If they can break that line of scrimmage, they get a lot.
And that's what teams are doing is they're putting a lot of defensive men up front on hand because they want to stop the run.
Komkowski carries and is hitting near the line of scrimmage, carries forward for about 2.
Komkowski, the ball carrier for hand. Brings the ball out to the 34-yard line. Stopped by Kudong on the play.
Ball spotted at the 34, bring up 3rd and close to 5 for hand. And a Notre Dame man comes up limping, so we do have an official's timeout. Hand is coming up with a 3rd and close to 5. That's about the 34. And the wind has come up a bit at Strong Field. That Gentile option play to Ned Lynch, who's trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be a yard or so short. Following the blocking of Matt Young. That will bring up a 4th down, about 2.
Well, the offense wasn't able to get cranked up on that series, so it's going to be up to the defense again to hold and get the ball back for the offense.
Ned Lynch in front formation. Why does the return man play so close, Jerry?
I don't know.
Lynch just barely gets it out, and it's going to take a good roll for hand on the far sideline, and will go out of bounds about the 25.
Out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Notre Dame from the spot.
Well, that's good field position for Hand's defense. Good place to start, inside the 25.
We're at 7:35 left, 3rd quarter. Notre Dame of Fairfield clinging to a 12-7 lead over Hand. Into the defense now is number 64, Chris Connolly. I believe this is his first game that he's played this year. He and Justin Kingsley are on the inside on the line, Derek Dene and Peter Clark on the outside. Pass play for Notre Dame. Down the middle is tipped and intercepted by Henry.
Great job, and great job with pressure up front. I think Peter Clark got to the quarterback right as he released the ball, so the ball was not on target, and it was a nice move by John McHenry that he made on the ball to pick up the ball before he hit the ground.
I didn't get who the Hand player was that knocked the ball in the air, but John McHenry made the interception. First down for Hand at the 36 with 7:18 left, 3rd quarter, trailing by 5 points. Hand off to Ned Lynch over right guard, right tackle. Running behind Justin Kingsley and Peter Clark.
Taken down on play by Bob DeClement.
Gain about a yard.
Couple of yards. Play brings up 2nd and 9 from the 34-yard line.
Tackles for Hand are Justin Kingsley and Matt Young. Motion man is Ken Wilson. It's a long pass thrown for Sean Lynch and overthrown. Incomplete pass. And Lynch thought he was interfered with. There was some contact down the field, but no flag.
No, it was a little bit of contact. I think it was incidental, and he did have a step, but the ball was just overthrown. Yeah.
3rd down and 9. Two receivers to the near side of the field. Ned Lynch in motion to this side. That Gentile breaks a tackle, and it's going to be short of a 1st down.
Well, that was a little dangerous, Ken. When Matt makes the decision to turn the corner, he's got to tuck that ball in. That ball was up for grabs.
He's about 3 yards short of a 1st down, but the ball is inside the 30 at the 29. Hand will go for it on 4th.
5 yards on the play, but short of a 1st down. 4th and 4 for Hand.
And Gentile pitches to Ned Lynch on the right side, and Lynch goes forward for the 1st down across the 25.
That was a big play, too. Keeps the drive alive. It was a toss right, nice blocking up front.
That's Kingsley and Dene who are ahead of that play.
From Notre Dame, 25-yard line. Referee timeout on the field.
Officials timeout by the referee. First down for Hand, just across the 25. Ned Lynch and Brother Sean are both split wide to the left. Three defensive men here, and Greg DeConcilius gets the ball over center right guard for about a yard.
Well, that time they had a good defensive front for that play.
That was a different look by Hand.
Well, they were giving a 50 look where they had a nose man. Looks like they're staying in that same defense with a middle guard right on the center.
John McHenry is now playing right guard on
They moved out of it.
Gentile rolling to the near side. A flag is down, and he's still fighting for yardage. It is a loss. The flag is thrown in Hand's backfield.
It's probably against Hand. That was a great job by Matt Gentile to elude those two to three tacklers. Number 52 is one of their best defensive players, and Matt was able to slip the tackle. Oh, it's going to go against Notre Dame.
The face mask.
Yes.
Well, it's marched all the way to the 14.
That's going to give him another first down.
First down for Hand at the 14. We have about 5 minutes left, third quarter. Ken Wilson, Sean Lynch split to the right, DeConcilius in at fullback.
There's going to be a little timeout here. They still haven't moved the chains.
While they're lining the ball up, the offensive line for Hand is Peter Clark at center, Joel Donnelly and John McHenry at guards, Matt Young and Justin Kingsley at tackles, Derek Dene at tight end, and a flag is thrown. Looked like Matt was expecting a ball just a little bit before he got it. He started backing out before he had the ball.
That's right, illegal procedure against Hand.
They'll make it first and 15. Pass. That would have been a tough play to complete unless he lofted it up and let Sean Lynch run under it a little bit more.
The completion brings up second and 15 for Hand from the Notre Dame 19-yard line.
Second and 15.
If there's ever a time to crank this sucker up, it's now.
Two receivers to the right again. Gentile rolling right, and he's throwing to right, incomplete pass in and out of the arms of Sean Lynch.
Throwback seam if he's known for it.
Third and 15 coming up.
Gentile's pass intended for Sean Lynch is dropped. It's complete.
Well-designed play, and he was open. The ball just had a little too much juice for Tim to handle.
Fourth down coming up. Fourth and 15 at the 20-yard line. Gets it away. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete goes back to Notre Dame at the 20.
It's too bad that drive was stalled, but Hand has got to settle down a little bit offensively. They don't have to get it all at once. They can be a little patient. Defense has got to hold, but there's still plenty of time. They can't let down. There's still a lot of game left.
Chris Connolly is in the game again in the defensive line. He and Matt Young are in the front line in the middle. Joel Donnelly, Peter Clark on the outside. And it's handed off over the near side. And not much gain there. First man is Peter Clark. Rob DeZima came in to help out. No gain.
Notre Dame stop by Peter Clark on the play.
Peter Clark's having a heck of a game tonight, Kent.
He is. He's playing very well.
He's doing a great job. And he's pumped up. The other 10 members of the team have got to get pumped up, too.
You're going like out of close. Guys one out
Notre Dame with two receivers to the near side of the field. And a flag is thrown.
That was going to be reversed.
There are a lot of flags in this game so far, Jerry. Illegal motion by Notre Dame, so that will cost them 5.
That'll be a small start against Notre Dame. Push the ball back 5 yards. Brings up a second and 14. Their own 15-yard line for the Lancers.
Second down and about 15. Run to the far side of the field and tackled by Joel Donnelly right near the line of scrimmage.
Another great defensive play.
That play looked like it was pretty well set up. It was sort of a reverse.
The defense so far in the second half is really doing the job.
No gain. Joel Donnelly shut that play down, brings up 3rd and long. This is where they've used that screen pass before, haven't they?
Yes, it is, and he has been in that formation for the screen.
And it's thrown down the middle and almost intercepted. Ken Wilson almost caught the ball. That'll bring up 4th down. That play had as much chance of being picked off as anything, but it was incomplete.
It was a poorly thrown ball, but the defense had good coverage that time.
Back in punt formation to receive for Hand are Ned Lynch and Tim Cunningham. Cunningham will field the ball just about the 49, right up the sideline, goes forward about 10 yards.
And Hand is keeping the ball inside Notre Dame's territory.
That ball's going to be spotted at the 37. With 2.5 minutes left, 3rd quarter.
Cunningham brings up 1st and 10 for Hand from Notre Dame's 37-yard line.
I guess if I were the coach at this point, Jerry, I'd say no mistakes.
That's exactly right.
And out to Ned Lynch, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage, carries it forward for about a yard.
Up 2 yards in the play, brings up 2nd and 8 from the Notre Dame 35-yard line.
Second and 8 coming up. Gentile looking to throw on the far sideline. Now he brings it down and is going to run and will gain nothing.
That time there was no one for Matt to throw to. Good defensive coverage that time.
John Lynch had gone downfield, but he was well covered. Brings up 3rd and 8. Ken Wilson in motion. Gentile rolling to the left, and he's in trouble. And the whistle is blown. He's down for a long loss, almost to the 50. They're going to mark it in front of that. They're going to mark it about the 44.
Pushed back to the 44-yard line of the Lancers.
And is sputtering on offense.
Offensively, there just isn't the blocking up front that's needed to seal the corner off or to spring the back.
Ed Lynch kicks to the sideline. Flag is thrown down there. Ball is kicked across the sideline. A flag is thrown. There are two flags. One flag is thrown about the 20, and another one is about the 40.
I'll be honest with you.
That penalty was against Notre Dame of Fairfield, illegal participation, which means somebody couldn't count 11 people, and they had 12 on the field. So instead of punting, Hand will go for it now with 4th and a little over 3. And pitch to Ned Lynch, and Lynch is going to the right side, and
he's got the first down.
Very good run. He broke a tackle, kept moving, fell forward.
There still is an awful lot of blocking up front, but Ned was able to make contact and keep his leg driving for the first down.
Well, they're not going to call the first down yet. They're going to measure.
We'll call it for him.
Okay. Ned Lynch with that carry. The measurement shows that he got the first down with the length of the football to keep the drive alive. Only 15 seconds left, third quarter. But Hand, first down. There's a slant in pass to Sean Lynch. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 for Hand at the 27. Pitch to Ned Lynch, and Lynch.
Good blocking up front.
Good hole. All the way inside the 15 for a first down again.
That was a toss left, and that was one of the first plays that they've had some great blocking up front. Ned was able to turn upfield.
He needed to get to the 17, and he took it across the 15. First down, Hand. And the clock will run out with that play in the third quarter. Daniel Hand is still trailing Notre Dame of Fairfield by 5 points, Jerry, but they're getting closer.
And it's been a game plagued by mistakes. That time, what kept the drive alive, and forced down and playing it away. That penalty gave the opportunity to get that first down.
And they barely made it on the run. We go into the fourth quarter now.
Fourth quarter with a first down, 10 yards to go from Notre Dame's 15-yard line.
First down, Hand at the 15. And off to the first man through. Gumkowski breaks the tackle, still going, breaks another tackle, and he's going to the outside. He's going to score. Touchdown, Hand. Scott Gumkowski.
Good, hard running by Scott Gumkowski.
He ran through about 3 tackles anyway to get to the end zone. That puts Hand ahead in this game for the first time.
About that run, all that was a dive. There was fairly good blocking at the point of attack, but really it was Scott who lowered his shoulder and broke a couple of tackles and then broke it outside. But what was good, when he broke it outside, there was some offensive men downfield that blocked for him and allowed him to spring loose in the end zone.
So Daniel Hand takes the lead for the first time in this game on the first play of the fourth quarter, 14-12. Hand is set to kick off back to Notre Dame. In on the kick coverage, Mike Burrell, number 5, number 80, Peter Lawler. Kick is to the far side of the field, and it's going to go near the sideline and out of bounds. Sean Lynch kicks it out of bounds again. Sean Lynch set to re-kick at the 35. High kick down the middle, and it's going to be fielded about the 24. On a run on their side and stopped at the 35-yard line. Tackled by Greg DeConcilius on the bottom of the tackle. Peter Lawler in to help.
Maxwell carries the ball out to the 35-yard line for Notre Dame.
Those are big defensive series, Kent. After scoring, what they've got to do is hold Notre Dame and really show Notre Dame who now has control of the ball.
Aside from the 2 scores that Notre Dame has had, Notre Dame has been pretty well shut down.
They've been in their own territory the whole time.
First down, and it's run right up the middle, a dive play, and gains about 4 or 5 yards.
That's really the only play that they've had great success on, except for their screen passes, is that fake quick pitch with the scissors up the middle.
A 5-yard gain for Notre Dame, up at the 39. And so the same play, and Justin Kingsley gets an arm in there, and Peter Clark comes in to help finish off the play. Flag is thrown late. That's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against somebody, Jerry.
Well, it is, but I really don't think they should have thrown the flag. They're just getting a little juiced up because they're starting to get emotional about the game.
That one will go against Hand. Personal foul.
15-yard penalty pushes the ball into Tiger territory at the 44-yard line. First and 10 Notre Dame from the 44-yard line of the Hand.
First down for Notre Dame at the 44. And it's the same play, run up the middle. And the man is still going, finally tackled. Gain of about 4 yards. Matt Gentile and Chris Holt from the secondary came up to make a stop.
Chris Holt, Matt Gentile on the stop for Hand. Pick up a 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 7 for Notre Dame from Hand's 41-yard line.
In the defensive front line for Hand are Justin Kingsley, Matt Young, Derek Dene, Peter Clark. On the corners, Rob DeZima on the far side, Chris Holt to the near side, and run up the middle again. This one is stuffed. And Derek Dene, the first man that made contact, about a yard loss.
That's a good job by the defense, too, because that play is, at the point of attack is easy to block with a 4-4 because you don't have anybody on the center.
Derek Dene, John McHenry, Matt Young all met the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. Lost about a yard.
Big defensive play with 3rd down.
3rd and long. Quarterback pitch to the right, and he's in trouble over there. Avoids one tackle and an excellent tackle. John McHenry came in with a sure low tackle. John McHenry cut the ball carrier down. That will bring up 4th down. A loss of another yard.
That was a big play. Rob DeZima almost had him in the backfield. It's a good thing that John McHenry was there. Otherwise, that back would have picked up some speed.
4th and about 8. And I see no punt formation yet. They're going for it. Quarterback straight back, and it looks like they're setting up a screen, and it's incomplete. Hand gets the ball back in good position.
And it was the pressure by Justin Kingsley that didn't allow the quarterback time to set that screen up.
And in the middle of the screen over here, I noticed Chris Holt was in very good position. He could have either made the tackle or even the interception had it been thrown someplace a little bit differently. Hand gets the ball back at the 42.
It better be.
8:45 left in this ball game. Hand is leading by 2 points. Pitch to Ned Lynch in the backfield. Hurdles one man, goes forward. A flag is thrown.
Ball carrier for Hand out to the 45-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
Ned Lynch gains about 3 yards. The flag is thrown, holding against Hand.
That's going to put him in a hole again.
After the holding call against Hand, will make it 1st down and 25. Gentile rolling right is being pursued from behind. Complete pass out to Ken Wilson at the 35. Gain of about 6.
It's a good thing he got it away when he did because that offside linebacker is coming in untouched, and he's got some tremendous speed, and he's going to get there if Matt doesn't have a quick release.
That makes it second down and about 19. Gumkowski breaks the tackle, takes it to the 40. Gain of about 5. That's going to bring up a third down and about 12. And needs about 12 yards to keep this drive going. Pitch to Ned Lynch. Lynch breaks the tackle, brings it forward to the 45, but that's going to bring up 4th and about 7.
Dan Durkin on the stop for Notre Dame. Referee timeout on the field.
About 7, punt formation, Ned Lynch.
Boy, it is a nice punt from Ned on this one.
Good snap.
Nice height, nice distance.
And gets it out of there over the head of the receiver. And it bounces, it will not be fielded down about the 15.
That backs up Notre Dame again, Kent. Notre Dame has not had any kind of field position at all in the second half.
It appears this game is going to be decided by the defense at this point.
Well, the defense has it backed up right now, and they've got a great opportunity to make something happen.
6:42 left to go in this ball game. Daniel Hand leading 14-12. Shotgun formation, and it's set up a screen in the middle, and it's a complete pass, but a tackle immediately by Matt Young. He smelled that screen.
That was a great job. That was a great job by Matt. That's exactly right. He saw what was going on. They split the spread out the offensive line, and it was a middle screen, and Matt saw it all the way.
The Notre Dame offensive line let Kingsley and Clark through, but Matt Young didn't go for it, and he stayed in position. Loss of about 2. Shotgun formation for Notre Dame again. And he's being pursued. It's up in the air. It's going to be intercepted by Mike Richards.
Good job by Mike Richards. This is his first start today. The reason he's starting is because Chris Torres is injured. Super job, heads-up play, good reaction by Mike Richards.
So the pass, the hard pass across the middle, bounced up in the air. Mike Richards intercepts. Hand gets the ball back with 5:45 on the clock, leading by 2. And the ball is inside the 30 at about the 27. Ned Lynch takes it forward to the 25. Ned Lynch following a blocking of Justin Kingsley and John McKinnon.
Really hasn't found much that's worked tonight. The tosses has gained some yardage, but it's been very spotty. They really haven't had anything that's working so far.
And off to Scott Gumkowski. He slips as he gets the ball, takes it only to the 25. No gain.
That's too bad too, because Ned went in motion, creating trips to the left, so they were overloading their defensive side, and they did have a man open.
That will bring up 4th down and near 20. Ned Lynch will kick. action, however. Goes out of bounds about the 21.
Is really going to start coming into play here, Kent. It's under 4 minutes. Hannah's ahead by 2, and Notre Dame is backed up again, as they've been in the whole second half on the 20-yard line.
Chris Connolly into the game again. Chris Connolly, Justin Kingsley, Joel Donnelly, Peter Clark are the front four. Shotgun formation, looking to throw to the far side.
He's open.
Man open over there. Complete pass. Looks like a first down. Coverage over there by Ken Wilson, and somebody is down.
Wilson's pass is complete to number 82 of Notre Dame. Stopped on the play by Kenny Wilson.
I saw a 4. We'll have a break in the action. Do we see who that is that's down for a hand? On that play. Shotgun, man open over here, complete pass. Tackled by Chris Holt. That's very near another first down.
That's where they spotted. Very, very close to the first down. It is the first down.
First down for Notre Dame, just enough for the first.
And cannot let Notre Dame get cranked up.
So a face mask penalty and a complete pass, 2 consecutive first downs.
There's trips to the right now. Shotgun formation.
It's fumbled in the backfield and going to be tackled in the backfield. Peter Clark was the first man in with Derek Dene right behind him. That's a bit of a break. That stops momentum faster than anything. Almost a long sack or turnover.
And it really has been a game of mistakes.
Both sides, that's right.
On both sides. That time the mistake was a poor snap to the quarterback.
Brings up a second and 21 for Notre Dame from their own 35-yard line.
So that was an 11-yard loss. Second down and 21 for Notre Dame. Quarterback looking to throw. Joel Donnelly gets a hand on him, and now he's been tackled again in the backfield. Justin Kingsley. Chris Connolly was also in there.
Great defensive effort.
Justin Kingsley makes the tackle, but that play was messed up also by Peter Clark and Chris Connolly. Ball is back to the
All the
30.
defense has to do is do it again. Third down.
Third down, 27, the scoreboard clock says. Shotgun formation.
A lot of receivers downfield.
It's thrown high down the middle and almost intercepted. Incomplete
Almost picked off by Matt Gentile.
Matt Gentile is going for the ball.
Number 34, Maxwell is broken up by Matt Gentile. Fourth and 27 coming up.
Now, what do you think they're going to do, Ken? It's fourth down. It's less than 2 minutes to go. They're on their own 30-yard line with about 25 yards to go.
That's a long bit of yardage, but they don't have much chance if they take it away.
If they punt the ball, they're not going to get the ball back, so they got to go for it.
They are going to go for it on 4th and 27 from the 30-yard line. And here comes the defensive man. Somebody knocked the ball down.
And that is a fumble. Oh, he's saying that his arm was going forward.
Either way, Hand gets the ball back.
Hand gets the ball back.
The ball was knocked away. Joel Donnelly recovered it, but they say it was a forward pass. Knocked down. Daniel Hand gets the ball back with 1:51 left on the clock. Down to 30 with under 2 minutes left in this game. Ahead by 2 points. Ned Lynch breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and takes it about 9 yards. Who's got the first down. Now the ball stripped loose. Fumbled and picked up, and that Gentile is chasing. And the man may go all the way with it. And that's going to be a touchdown. Notre Dame going the other way. What a development that is, Joe.
Well, it's been a game of mistakes, and there's another mistake that allowed Notre Dame to score. but there's still plenty of time on the clock.
Notre Dame touchdown.
And all Hand is going to need is a touchdown to win the game.
So somebody stripped that ball out and took it about 85 yards for a touchdown to put Notre Dame back in the lead with 1:28 left on the clock.
That's a shame too, Ned, because Notre Dame was going to get the ball with just seconds remaining.
Pat Gonkowski had the first down on that play. Conversion try by Notre Dame. And a flag is thrown. The kick is no good. Flag was thrown before the kick. Illegal procedure against Notre Dame. They'll have to try it again. Notre Dame had a penalty. Now the kick will be made at about the 15, and it's not going to be kicked. They're going to try for two. Chris Holt is after the man, and incomplete. No good. No conversion.
There is a flag down. There is a flag on the play.
19-14. Flag down, you say? There is a flag. That's right. Holding against Hand.
So that's going to give another opportunity.
Penalty against the Tigers.
I don't think that was a designed play, Kent. I think it was a poor snap, and they had to run out and do something with it.
Try from a normal position, and he tried again.
And that's a big point, Kent, because now Hand does not need an extra point. All they have to do is score.
1:28 left on the clock with Hand again behind 19-14. Notre Dame to kick back to Hand with just under a minute and a half left in this game, and they have retaken the lead. Kick low and hard to the far side, bounces, picked up over there by Sean Lynch, and returned to about the 27. Or Daniel Hand will start, and they need a score.
Well, Kent, there's about 75 yards between them and a touchdown right now.
Down at the 27. Clock is running. We're down to 1:12. And Gentile is looking to throw. Now complete pass. Almost a first down.
Nice catch by Sean Lynch.
Sean Lynch.
And that was under an awful lot of pressure that time when he released the ball.
He's very close to a first down. Are they going to give it to him?
That Gentile's pass.
We're in a hurry-up offense, and they've called two plays in the huddle.
We have a break in the action here. The referees are going to measure. And that was just short of a first down, so it'll bring up second and inches. And up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Gentile throwing across the middle, aiming for Sean Lynch, incomplete, in and out of his arm.
Gentile's pass, intended for number 87. Sean Lynch is incomplete.
They've got to get the first down, but they've also got to conserve time on the clock as well.
Pitch right, and Ned Lynch is going to throw it. Left-handed throw, and there's nobody down there. Incomplete pass, almost intercepted.
And that was a big break, because if he did intercept the ball, the game would have been over.
Ned Lynch rolling right, and he was aiming for his brother Sean. Left-handed thrower. 46 seconds left. They need a first down here, Jerry.
That's right. It's fourth down.
Matt Gentile over center. Gentile keeps the ball, goes forward. He should have the first down.
Gentile on the quarterback keeper. Looks like they've got enough for the first down.
They'll have the first down. That'll stop the clock and move the chains.
With 44 seconds. And now Gentile is also going to take a full timeout. Daniel Hand, first down. The time is short, and they're trailing. Long pass, overthrown everybody. Incomplete. He was second and long.
Way overthrown, but there was very, very good coverage. If the ball was on, that ball had a chance to be picked off.
Both Sean Lynch and Ken Wilson were running deep. Clock shows 38 seconds left. 2nd and 10 for Hand. Gentile gets it away just before he is hit. Incomplete pass, almost picked off.
That Gentile's pass is incomplete on the pressure from Coudon of Notre Dame.
Gentile got level just as he threw that ball the last time. That brings up 3rd and 10. Clock shows 33 seconds. Gentile looking to throw, and he is hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. They ruled it a forward pass. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 with half a minute left.
Pressure by Coudon of Notre Dame again. Brings up a 4th and 10 for Hand from their own 38-yard line.
Hand with 4th and 10 at the 38. Gentile back looking to throw. Now he's being pressured, and he is tackled in the backfield for a loss. That will turn the ball back to Notre Dame of Fairfield, who just needs to sit on it.
Number 52 has been just raising havoc in the backfield on that last series.
He's a good player. He's been in there a lot. The clock has started and is running down, and Notre Dame does not have to let off a play, which will end the game.
The end of the game.
With Notre Dame of Fairfield 19 and Daniel Ham 14. A tough loss, Jerry, but too many mistakes to play against anybody.
It was a game plagued with mistakes, and Han is going to be going to the Lions Den next week with Notre Dame West Haven. And if they're going to knock off Notre Dame West Haven, they're going to have to really keep those mistakes down and execute very, very well, because this Notre Dame they're going to play next week is a much better team than this Notre Dame they played tonight.
This is Kent Sprague with Jerry Johnson, Paul Sprague on the camera, and Lynn Richards in charge of special effects. The record tonight after this game, Daniel Hand is 5-3, playing Notre Dame of West Haven, as Jerry said, next week, which will be a very tough game. It's an away game. But the final score tonight, Notre Dame of Fairfield 19, Daniel Hand 14. See you next week.